We have Zoom as well.
Huh?
No Zoom?
No, why don't you put it on Zoom also?
Why don't you put on Zoom also? He's doing it.
It's on Facebook and YouTube live, Guru Maharaj.
Huh?
It's live on YouTube and Facebook.
All right. Zoom also.
And Zoom also.
Zoom, if I have to log in.
Zoom, they have to log in. So we're continuing the compilation of Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today the chapter is titled Devakī asked Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma to bring her 6 dead sons back to life. Under the section, the glories of Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
Oh,
Who is the member? What's your name, Prabhu? Devakī Srivas Das will read Bengali. Achinta Sham Das. Come closer. Chaitanya Bhagavat Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 25.
মহাপ্রভুর উত্তর উত্তমাধিকারী জনের আচরণ অক্ষর জ্ঞানে বিচার্য নহে বা অন্যের অনুকরণীয় নয়। শুনিয়া বিপ্রের বাক্য শ্রী গৌর সুন্দর হাসিয়া বিপ্রের প্রতি করিল উত্তর।
On hearing the words of the Ramana,
On hearing the words of the Brahmana,
Sri Lord Sundara smiled
Sri Gaur Sundar smiled
and replied to the Brahmin,
and replied to the Brahmin, Chaitanya Bhagavat Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 26.
শুন বিগ্রহ মহা অধিকারী যে বাহা হয় তবে কান দোষ গুণ কিছু না জন্ম।
listen, O Ramana,
Listen, O Brahmana.
when one is highly qualified,
When one is highly qualified,
one is not the faults and virtues of one are not considered.
the faults and virtues of one are not considered. Commentary. Gaur Sundar said to that pious, doubtful Brahmana, material qualification or superficial vision is one thing, and to grasp the profound meaning through keen vision is another thing. The qualification of those who always favorably cultivate Krishna consciousness after giving up the coverings of extraneous desires, karma, and jnana is different from that of others. Materialistic people are under the control of their mind, intelligence, and false ego. Material faults and virtues cannot enter the transcendental realm. As a lotus leaf cannot hold mercury or water, a heart engaged in giving pleasure to Krishna never invites inauspiciousness based on selfish interest.
So, Lord Chaitanya was commenting that Nityananda was a very exalted personality.
So Lord Chaitanya was commenting that Lord Nityananda was a very exalted personality.
Everything he did was meant for the pleasure of Krishna.
Everything he did was meant for the pleasure of Lord Krishna.
And therefore, he cannot be analyzed by ordinary values.
Therefore, he cannot be analyzed by ordinary matters,
Ordinary values.
by ordinary values. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 27. Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, chapter 20, text number 36. Naimai ekanta bhakta nam guna dosha bhava guna sadhu nam samachittanam buddhe param upayusham. Material piety and sin, which arise from the good and evil of this world, cannot exist within my unalloyed devotees, who, being free from material hankering, maintain steady spiritual consciousness in all circumstances. Indeed, such devotees have achieved me, the Supreme Lord, who am beyond anything that can be conceived by material intelligence.
So, Lord Nityananda was someone who could not be understood by ordinary intelligence.
So, Lord Nityananda was someone who cannot be understood by one with ordinary intelligence,
Or material intelligence.
material intelligence. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 28.
পদ্মপত্রে যেন কভু নাহি লাগে জল, এই মত নিত্যানন্দ স্বরূপ নির্মল।
Just on the lotus leaf and not touched by water.
Just like the lotus leaf is not touched by water,
And that way, the Lord Nityananda Sarup is pure.
in that way, Lord Nityananda Sarup is pure. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 29.
পরমার্থে কৃষ্ণচন্দ্র তাহান শরীরে, নিশ্চয় জানিহ বিপ্র সর্বদা বিহরে।
O Ramana,
O Brahmana,
Krishna Chandra is always present in his body.
Krishna Chandra is always present in his body,
And the body of Lord Nityananda.
in the body of Lord Nityananda.
Know for certain
Know for certain
that Krishna is always enjoying pastimes
that Krishna is always enjoying pastimes
in the body of Lord Nityananda.
in the body of Lord Nityananda. Commentary. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is always engaged in the favorable cultivation of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, since Krishna is situated within him, whatever actions he performs should not be considered like the activities of ordinary living entities, who are forced to enjoy the fruits of their karma.
In the material world, the conditioned souls try to produce good and bad karma depending on their desires.
In the material world, the the conditioned souls accrue good and bad karma depending on different activities.
And with Lord Nityananda, since his desire was always to please Krishna, he didn't follow this category.
But Lord Nityananda, since his desire is to follow the desires of Lord Chaitanya, didn't accrue this karma. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 30.
অধিকারী বই করে তাহানো আচার, দুঃখ পাই সেই জন পাপে।
If a person without qualification
If a person without qualification
imitates Lord Nityananda's behavior,
imitate Lord Nityananda's behavior,
he suffers.
he suffers
And becomes implicated by his sin.
and becomes implicated by his sin. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 31.
রুদ্র বিনে অন্য যদি করে বিষপান সর্বথাই মরে সর্বপুরাণ উপমান।
Anyone other than Rudra
If anyone other than Rudra
drinks poison,
drinks poison,
he will certainly die.
he will certainly die.
This is the verdict of all the Puranas.
This is the verdict of all the Puranas. Commentary. Mrityunjaya or Shiva, who has conquered death, easily drank poison and became known as Nilakantha. But if on seeing that unqualified, worthless, living entities consider themselves equal to him, they bring about their own ruination by falling into inauspiciousness. As fire can burn any object to ashes, persons with spiritual intelligence can remain indifferent to material wealth and activities by not using them for their own enjoyment.
Like Shiva, he is most powerful.
Lord Shiva, he's most powerful.
He can drink the ocean of poison.
He could drink the ocean of poison.
But if we try to imitate him,
But if we try to imitate him,
we will certainly die.
we will certainly die. Comment. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 32 and 33. They are taken from Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 32, 33, 29, 30. Go up. Let's go to the translation. The status of powerful controllers is not harmed by any apparently audacious transgression of morality, such as seeing women. We may see in them, for they are just like fire, which devours everything fed into it and remains unpolluted. Certainly, one who is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead should never, even within his mind, imitate his activities. If, out of ignorance, one does so, he will be destroyed. Just as if he were to imitate Lord Shiva, who drank poison produced from the ocean.
We cannot imitate like Shiva or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu Tattva.
We cannot imitate Lord Shiva or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu Tattva.
We try to do that, if we think like that,
We try to do that, even if we think like that,
it'll be destroyed.
we will be destroyed.
Do not imitate the Lord.
We cannot imitate the Lord. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 34.
অকৃত্রিম মহতের বাহ্য দুরাচার দর্শনে আধ্যাত্মিক বিচারে কটাক্ষ বিনাশের হেতু। এ থেকে যে না জানিয়া নিন্দে তান কর্ম, নিজ দোষে সেই দুঃখ পাই জন্ম জন্ম।
If someone does not know the greatness of Sri Lord Nityananda,
If someone does not know the greatness of Lord Nityananda
and criticizes his activities
and criticizes his activities
by his own defect,
by his own defect,
he will get distressed birth after birth.
he will get distressed birth after birth. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekhanda, chapter 6, text number 35.
গর্হিত করায় যদি মহা অধিকারী নিন্দার কি দায় তারে হাসিলি মরি।
What to speak of criticizing?
What to speak of criticizing?
A person even laughs
If a person even laughs
at a qualified person
at a qualified person
who performs uh, who performs an apparently improper activity.
who performs an apparently improper activity,
He is vanquished.
he is vanquished. Commentary. Persons who are qualified Mahabhagavatas are not to be criticized by those who are less qualified. A person who ridicules activities of a Mahabhagavata is inevitably degraded. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from a Vaishnava Guru, all these topics can be properly understood. In the Skanda Purana, it is stated, one who ridicules a devotee, who sees everyone equally, should be understood to be most fallen, whether he is a demigod or a mortal being.
In the service of Krishna, such a liberated soul as Lord Nityananda may do things which one cannot understand.
In the service of Lord Krishna, liberated souls such as Lord Nityananda may do things which are
Understood.
not understood well.
So if he brings those out or criticizes those,
If he brings us out or criticizes those,
it should be very fallen.
he should be considered very fallen.
So it says that even he's a deva or a human.
Even if he's a deva or a human being. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 36.
ভাগবতোক্ত সেই সকল সিদ্ধান্ত বৈষ্ণব গুরু কীর্তন করে। ভগবত হইতে সব তত্ত্ব জানি, তাহ যদি বৈষ্ণব গুরুর মুখে শুনি।
From the Srimad Bhagavatam, all these truths I know. I know.
From the Srimad Bhagavatam, all these truths are known.
And these truths I have heard from the mouth of a Vaishnava Guru.
And these truths I have heard from the mouth of a Vaishnava Guru. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antekhanda, chapter 6, text number 37.
ভাগবতের দশম স্কন্ধত্ব দেবকীর গর্ভজাত শতপুত্রের বিনাশ ও দণ্ডপ্রাপ্তি ব্রহ্মার বাহ্য দুরাচার দর্শনে তৎপ্রতি কটাক্ষের দৃষ্টান্তই প্রমাণ। মহান্তের আচরণে হাসিলে যায় যে হয়, চিত্ত দিয়া শুনো ভগবতেই যে কয়।
Up. That's it.
here attentively what the Bhagavatam says happens to a person who, hold it, who criticizes the behavior of a great soul or laughs at that person.
Good luck. Okay, hear attentively what the Srimad Bhagavatam says about what happens to a person who criticizes a devotee or laughs at their behavior. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 38.
এককালে রামকৃষ্ণ গেলেন পুরীতে, বিদ্যা পূর্ণ করে চিত্ত করিলা আসিতে।
Once Lord Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma, they went for studies.
Once Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, they went for studies.
After their studies were complete,
After their studies were complete,
they decided to return home.
they decided to return home. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 39.
কি দক্ষিণা দিব বলিলেন গুরুপতি, তবে পত্নী সঙ্গে গুরু করিলা যুক্তি।
They asked the Guru,
They asked their Guru,
what dakshina should we give you?
what dakshina should we give you?
Then the Guru he asked his wife.
Then the Guru, he asked his wife.
He consulted with his wife.
He consulted with his wife. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 40.
মৃত পুত্র মাগিলেন রামকৃষ্ণ স্থানে, তবে রামকৃষ্ণ গেলা জম বিদ্যা মানে।
Up, up.
They requested that they have back the dead son
They requested that they have back their dead sons
from Balaram and Kṛṣṇa.
from Balaram and Krishna.
Then Balaram and Kṛṣṇa went
Then Balaram and Krishna went
to speak to Yamaraj.
to speak to Yamaraj. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ante Khanda, chapter 6, text number 41.
আজ্ঞাই শিশুর সর্ব কর্ম ঘুচাইয়া, জমালয় হইতে পুত্র দিলেন আনিয়া।
By their order, all the sons of karma was purified.
By their order, all of their sons' karma was purified.
And they brought the child from the abode of Yamaraj
And they brought the child from the board of Yamaraj
and he gave to their guru.
and gave to their guru. Commentary, Sri Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 45, 30 to 46. Concealing their innately perfect knowledge by their human-like activities, those two omniscient lords of the universe, themselves the origin of all branches of knowledge, next desired to to reside at the school of his spiritual master. Thus, they approached Sandipani Muni, a native of Kashi living in the city of Avanti. Sandipani thought very highly of these two self controlled disciples, whom he had obtained so fortuitously. By serving him as devotedly as one would serve the Supreme Lord himself, they showed others an irreproachable example of how to worship the spiritual master. That best of Brahmanas, the spiritual master Sandipani, was satisfied by their submissive behavior, and thus he taught them the entire Vedas together with their six corollaries and the Upanishads. He also taught them the Dhanurveda with its most confidential secrets, the standard books of law, the methods of logical reasoning and philosophical debate, and the sixfold science of politics. O king, those best of persons, Krishna and Balaram, being themselves the original promulgators of all varieties of knowledge, could immediately assimilate each and every subject after hearing it explained just once. Thus, with fixed concentration, they learned the 64 arts and skills in as many days and nights. Thereafter, O king, they satisfied their spiritual master by offering him Guru Dakshina. O king, the learned Brahmana Sandipani carefully considered the two lords' glorious and amazing qualities and their superhuman intelligence. Then, after consulting with his wife, he chose as his remuneration the return of his young son who had died in the ocean at Prabhasa. So be it, replied those two great chariot warriors of limitless might. And they at once mounted their chariot and set off for Prabhasa. When they reached that place, they walked up to the shore and sat down. In a moment, the deity of the ocean, recognizing them to be the supreme lords, approached them with offerings of tribute. The supreme Lord Krishna addressed the Lord of the ocean. Let the son of my Guru be presented at once, the one you seized here with your mighty waves. The ocean replied, O Lord Krishna, it was not I who abducted him, but a demoniac descendant of deity named Panchajana, who travels in the water in the form of a conch. Indeed, the ocean said, that demon has taken him away. Hearing this, Lord Krishna entered the ocean, found Panchajana, and killed him. But the Lord did not find the boy within the demon's belly. Lord Janardana took the conch shell that had grown around the demon's body and went back to the chariot. Then he proceeded to Sham Sam Yamani, the beloved capital of Yamaraj, the Lord of Death. Upon arriving there with Lord Balaram, he loudly blew his conch shell, and Yamaraj, who keeps the conditioned souls in check, came as soon as he heard the resounding vibration. Yamaraj elaborately worshipped the two lords with great devotion and then addressed Lord Krishna, who lives in everyone's heart. O Supreme Lord Vishnu, what shall I do for you? And Lord Balaram, who are playing the part of ordinary human beings. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, suffering the bondage of his past activity, my spiritual master's son was brought here to you. O great king, obey my command and bring this boy to me without delay. Yamaraj said, so be it, and brought forth the Guru's son. Then those two most exalted Yadus presented the boy to their spiritual master and said to him, please select another boon.
I know.
Haribo.
I can see that Krishna and Balaram are acting as ordinary disciples.
So we can see that Lord Krishna and Balaram are acting like ordinary disciples.
They're always a supreme personality Godhead.
But they're always the supreme personality of Godhead.
So it's not an ordinary production to ask for the recovery of the deceased son.
So it is not an ordinary Guru Dakshin. They have asked for the recovery of their deceased son.
but considering that Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma are the Supreme Person of Godhead, Devakī after that,
But considering that Krishna and Balaram, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sandipani Muni asked that.
and as explained here, he got that.
And as explained there,
They got his son back and presented to the Guru
they got his son back and presented to the Guru
and said, please accept another boon.
and then said, please accept and ask for another boon. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 42.
পরম অদ্ভুত শুনি এসব আখ্যান দেবকীও মাগিলেন মৃতপুত্র দান।
Hearing this wonderful account, wonderful incident, Devakī, she requested for her dead sons.
Hearing this most wonderful account, Mother Devaki also asked for her dead sons.
6 sons were killed by Kṛṣṇa, and then Balarāma was transferred to the womb of Rohini.
Her 6 sons were killed by Kamsa, and then Lord Balaram was transferred to the womb of Rohini.
And then Krishna is the 8th son.
And then Krishna is the 8th son. Haribo!
She wanted the 6 sons that were killed.
She wanted the 6 sons that were killed. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 43.
দৈবে একদিন রাম কৃষ্ণে সম্বোধিয়া কহেন দেবকী অতি কাতর হইয়া।
By the arrangement of Providence, one day,
By the arrangement of Providence, one day,
Devakī spoke to Balaram and Krishna.
Devaki spoke to Balaram and Krishna
with great affliction.
with great affliction. Commentary Sri Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 85, 27, 28. At that time, O best of the Gurus, the universally worshipped Devaki took the opportunity to address her 2 sons, Krishna and Balaram. Previously, she had heard with astonishment that they had brought their spiritual master's son back from death. Now, thinking of her own sons who had been murdered by Kamsa, she felt great sorrow. And thus, with tear-filled eyes, she beseeched Krishna and Balaram.
So, naturally, a mother, very affectionate,
So naturally, a mother is very affectionate,
and how bad she must have felt having lost 6 sons being murdered by Kṛṣṇa.
how bad she must have felt to have her 6 sons murdered by Kamsa.
And she heard that Sandipani Muni had his dead son brought back by Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma.
When she heard that Sandipani Muni had his dead son brought back by Krishna and Balaram,
She thought she could ask Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma for the same benediction.
she thought she asked Krishna and Balaram for the same benediction. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 44.
শুন শুন রাম কৃষ্ণ যোগেশ্বরেশ্বর তুমি 2 আদি নিত্য শুদ্ধ কলেবর।
Listen, listen, Rama, Ram Krishna, the best of the topmost mystic yogis.
Listen, listen, Balarama and Krishna, O best of the topmost mystic yogis.
You two have original pure, eternal bodies.
You too have original, eternal, pure bodies. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 45.
সর্ব জগতের পিতা তুমি দুইজন, মুই জানো তুমি দুই পরম কারণ।
You are the fathers of all universes.
You are the fathers of all universes.
You
You too are the fathers of all universes.
I know that you too are the cause of all causes.
I know that you too are the cause of all causes. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 46.
জগতের উৎপত্তি স্থিতি বা প্রলয়, তোমার অংশের অংশ হইতে সব হয়।
The universe creation, maintenance, and annihilation.
The universal creation, maintenance, and annihilation
Are performed by the part of your part,
are performed by the part of your part,
of your plenary portion.
of your plenary portion. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 47.
তথাপি পৃথিবীর খণ্ডাইতে ভার, হইয়াছ মোর পুত্র রূপে অবতার।
Yet you have appeared to relieve a burden of the earth.
Yet you have appeared to relieve the burden of the earth,
And you have personally appeared as my sons,
and you have personally appeared as my sons
descending from the spiritual world.
directly from the spiritual world. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 48.
জম ঘর হইতে যেন গুরুর নন্দন, আনিয়া দক্ষিণা দিলে তুমি দুই জন।
Yeah. From the abode of Yamaraj,
From the abode of Yamaraj,
you brought the son of your spiritual master,
you brought the sons of your spiritual master
and gave him as a blessing
and gave him as a dakshin
for the fill of your guru.
for your guru. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 49.
মোর ছয় পুত্র যে মরিল কংস হইতে, বড় চিত্ত হয় তাহা সবারে দেখিতে।
My 6 sons were killed by Kṛṣṇa.
My 6 sons were killed by Kamsa.
I'm very eager to see all of them.
I am very eager to see all of them. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 50.
কতকাল গুরুপুত্র আছিল মরিয়া, তাহা যেন নিভিলা শক্তি প্রকাশিয়া।
although the Guru's son was dead for some time,
Although the Guru's son was dead for some time,
but by your potency, you brought him back.
but by your potency you brought them back. Chaitanya Bhagavad, Antekanda, chapter 6, text number 51.
এই মতো আমারেও কর পূর্ণ কাম, আনি দেহ মরমিত ছয় পুত্র দান।
In the same way, you can fulfill my desire.
In the same way, you can fulfill my desire.
Bring and give me back my 6 dead sons
Bring and give me back my 6 dead sons
as a charity.
as a charity. Commentary. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:85-30 to 33. Taking birth from me, you have now descended to this world in order to kill those kings whose good qualities have been destroyed by the present age, and who thus defy the authority of revealed scriptures and burden the earth. O soul of all that be, the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the universe are all carried out by a fraction of an expansion of an expansion of your expansion. Today I have come to take shelter of you, the Supreme Lord. It is said that when your spiritual master ordered you to retrieve his long dead son, you brought him back from the forefathers' abode as a token of remuneration for your Guru's mercy. Please fulfill my desire in the same way. O Supreme Masters of all Yoga Masters, please bring back my sons who were killed by the king of Thoja, so that I may see them once again.
So, you'll hear why these 6 sons were killed by Kṛṣṇa.
So we will hear why these 6 sons were killed by Kṛṣṇa.
They had criticized or laughed at a great soul.
They had criticized or laughed at a great soul.
Therefore, they had to be killed by Kṛṣṇa.
Therefore, they have to be killed by Kṛṣṇa.
We'll find out the detail later
We'll find out the details later
in the next chapter.
in the next chapter. Stay tuned. Thus ends the chapter entitled Devakī asked. Haribo! Thus ends the chapter entitled Devakī asked Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma to bring her 6 dead sons back to life, under the section The Glories of Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
Haribo!
Haribo! Haribo! Any questions? From ladies and brothers? Okay, yes. Haribo, good.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Please accept my humble obeisances.
I said that
Accepted.
Guru Maharaj, when we pray to Krishna,
When we pray to
which
Krishna,
Swarup should we visualize?
Which form should we visualize?
Uh,
When you pray to Krishna, which form should we visualize?
Also, like Guru Maharaj said, that the creation, maintenance, and annihilation all happens by part and part and part of Krishna. So, what's the actual?
Say half part at a time because I have to repeat to him. So, which form of Krishna should we visualize? The creation, maintenance, and annihilation is performed by part and a part of Vishnu.
So, what's the like form?
What's his form?
extent of-
What's his extent? Whom should we visualize?
Thank you.
good. You say, Prabhupada was saying that we are Krishna Bhaktas.
You see, Srila Prabhupada was saying that we are Krishna Bhaktas.
So on all the Vishnu Tattva days, on Krishna Janmashtami and Lord Purnima, we fully fast. We don't we take anakalpa very fast.
So on Vishnu Tattva days, on God Purnima, Janmashtami, we fast fully. We don't do Anukalpa. We
Well, we take anakalpa and we take the Ekadasi at the very fast.
Okay, we take Anukalpa, we take Ekadashi, and that's how we go.
On other forms of Vishnu, it's optional.
But other forms of Vishnu, it is optional.
So every form of Krishna has a particular mood.
So every form of Lord Krishna has got a particular mood.
We generally, if someone wants to pray for the health of a loved one or something, of a guru's health,
If someone wants to pray for the health of Guru or someone loved one,
they pray to the Nrsimhadev.
they pray to Lord Nrsimhadev.
And one wants special mercy to be Krishna conscious, you pray to the Panchatattva.
If you want some special mercy to become Krishna conscious, we pray to Panchatattva.
And if you want to have appreciation for the sickness of Krishna, then you pray to Radha Krishna.
And if you want some appreciation for Lord Krishna, then for sweetness of Lord Krishna, then you pray to Sri Radha and Krishna.
Or Radha Kalachandi.
Or Radha Kalachandji. Sri Radha Kalachandji ki jai.
Depending what you want,
Depending on what you want,
you may go to that form of the Lord.
you may go to that form of the Lord.
As creation is done by Brahma, maintenance is done by Kṛṣṇa Vishnu,
Creation is done by Brahma, maintenance is done by Sri Lakshya Vishnu,
destruction done by Mahadev,
destruction is done by Mahadev,
but they're all extensions of one another of Vishnu and then ultimately of Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma.
but they are all extensions in one way or the other of Mahavishnu and ultimately Krishna and Balarāma.
Kṛṣṇa and Balarāma called the Satyaruha, called Narayana, Sagadra.
From Krishna Balarāma's comes Chaturvyuha, comes Narayana, comes Sakhi Chaturvyuha,
Like that comes the Mahavishnu.
and then comes Mahavishnu,
Every universe there's a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
and then in every universe there's a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu,
Every heart, every atom has a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
and in every heart, in every atom there is Shirodakshaya Vishnu.
So if you pray to Krishna, you pray to everybody.
So if you pray to Krishna, you pray to everybody.
Some people pray to a particular form. They like some form. Some are Ram Bhakta, some are Maha Bhakta, some are.
Some people pray to different forms. Some pray to Lord Ram Bhakta, some are Ram Bhaktas, some are Varaha Bhaktas.
The original form is Krishna,
But the original form is Krishna,
and the first extension is Balarāma.
and the first expansion is Lord Balaram.
So Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna,
Lord Chaitanya is a Radha and Krishna,
and Nityananda is Balarāma.
and Lord Nityananda is Balaram. Nityananda. You had a question? Okay.
What's your name?
What's your name? Mannat.
Who's your guru?
Who is your guru? Guru Maharaj.
It's like
They can aspiring from you.
respectful obeisances.
You should say, please accept my respectful obeisances.
Everyone is humble obeisances. I accept the rule.
For everybody else, you say, please accept my humble obeisances. And for the Gurudev, for Guru Maharaj, you say, please accept my respectful obeisances. Please accept my respectful obeisances.
Accept it.
Accept it.
Accept.
Guru Maharaj, there's a question there. Bangla?
গুরু মহারাজ আপনার চরণে আমার প্রণাম রইল এবং ভক্তবৃন্দের চরণে প্রণাম। আমি বাংলাতেই বলছি, ইংলিশ ভালো পাই। হরে কৃষ্ণ। প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে কি করলে আমরা ভগবানের আমার কাছে যেতে পারবো এবং
আমি কি করে ভগবানের দেখতে পারবো কাছে কাছে
Okay, keep going.
এবং পারমার্থিক জীবনে কিভাবে আগাইতে পারবো। হরে কৃষ্ণ।
পারমার্থিক জীবনে কিভাবে এগিয়ে যেতে পারো?
Very Bangla.
If I answer in Bengali, no one else will understand.
If I answer in Bengali, no one else will understand.
She asked, how can I see Kṛṣṇa?
She asked, how can I see Krishna?
And what can I do to advance in my Kṛṣṇa consciousness?
And what can I do to advance in my Krishna consciousness?
We should try like Kṛṣṇa can see us.
We should try, then Krishna can see us. Can you translate to him?
Jate Kṛṣṇa Ana Dekta Lare. Eta Ana Seva Bhagavad.
আমরা এমন ভাবে সেবা করতে হবে যেন কৃষ্ণ আমাকেই দেখতে চায়।
And that way, Kṛṣṇa is very happy to reveal himself to you.
And in that way, Krishna will be very happy to speak to you, to reveal himself to you.
And all that. And the Alan Seva Kora, that the Kṛṣṇa Tunake take the side, and then Seva they,
এমন ভাবে সেবা করুন যেন কৃষ্ণ আপনাকে দেখতে পারে, এইভাবে আপনার ভক্তি এগিয়ে যাবে।
How you can advance in Kṛṣṇa consciousness to try to do the things that are pleasing to Guru and Kṛṣṇa.
So how you can advance in Krishna consciousness? You try to do things which are pleasing to Guru and Krishna.
So in Kṛṣṇa Golden, Kṛṣṇa Guru, that is Santoshta Hai, and Seva Golden.
তুমি জাস্ট চেষ্টা করো যেন কৃষ্ণ গুরু সন্তুষ্ট হয়, এইভাবে সেবা করুন।
Another question?
Last
Last question. We have two. Okay. Can you speak loudly? I'll just speak.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances.
Please accept my respectful obeisances. Accepted.
How can we train ourselves to not offend devotees?
How can we train ourselves to not offend devotees?
And how can we be more conscious of this and make sure that we don't offend even accidentally?
How can we be more conscious of this and not offend even accidentally?
We should rather try to see the good qualities in other devotees.
We should try to see good qualities in other devotees.
Like two insects, there's the flies and the bees.
Like there are two insects. There are the flies and there are the bees.
The flies, I look for the infections, the sores,
The flies are looking for the infections and the sores.
and the bees I look for the honey.
And the bees, they look for the honey.
I try to see the good qualities in the devotees and don't have any time for seeing criticism.
Try to see the good qualities in devotees. Have no time for any bad qualities.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki. Maharaj ki. Jai.
My doctor told me I shouldn't do the class tonight.
My doctor told me I shouldn't give class today.
I couldn't resist.
I couldn't resist. Because you're irresistible.
I hope he forgives me.
I hope he forgives me. Tomorrow. Okay. Okay, let's go. Where's this?